Okay, let's try a different way of recording because I keep having so many issues just trying to get videos uploaded. I can't tell you how many I have just deleted because it wasn't worth the effort. I thought, well, I'll try a different way. So, back to the phone. I'm sure you can tell the difference in quality. Today we're going to be making a gluten-free bread, just a loaf of bread with this bread mix. I've had this since Thanksgiving and I really need to use it, and I thought, well, maybe I could at least give an idea of what this should look like, some pointers or something for those of you that are maybe wanting to try this bread mix, or just trying to find a way to have bread back in your life. So I've got a stand mixer. The recipe does ask for a stand mixer, but I think that you could probably get away with doing this with a hand beater. So let's see, I'm going to start by putting my bowl on up here. And it says to use the whisk attachment, not the bread hook. My stand mixer is still covered in gluten-free flour from the last thing that I made, which was scones. I definitely will make that later. But for today, we're just going to be doing this bread mix. So I'm going to start with a second measuring bowl over here. It says to start with the oil, and it wants 1/3 cup of oil, and then there's kind of some weird stuff going on with the eggs, because it says you can do like 1 large egg and then 3 egg whites, or just 2 large eggs, and I was like, I don't have the patience and probably not the skill to separate egg whites. I used to be decently good at it back when I was getting my undergraduate degree, but not anymore. Been a long time since I've done that. For the oil, I'm just using vegetable oil. I kind of wish I was using like a coconut oil or something, but let me move this away so I don't accidentally crash into y'all. But I definitely didn't want to use olive oil, and that was really the only... I had vegetable, peanut, or olive oil, so I went with the vegetable oil. I think it'll be the most neutral for the recipe, even though I definitely would rather do like coconut or... Come on. Or maybe even avocado. I mean, if it was like a dessert, like if I was doing a cinnamon, I think I definitely want a coconut, but this will do it today. Okay, so now it says to finish this until it goes up to 2 cups. And right now that got me to like about 1.5 cups. So I'm gonna fill this at the sink over here. Okay, I definitely was looking at the wrong line. I was at 1/2 cup, so it was like not even half a cup, and so I still needed up to 2 cups of liquid. Okay, I don't know why this feels so cramped. My goodness. Okay, then it says to add an additional 2 tablespoons. So, in the spirit of following a recipe, just to see if this works, I'll do that. Okay, now we're gonna add this into our mixing bowl because we're gonna start adding in dry ingredients here shortly. So. My eggs are pretty much broken up now, so I'm going to go ahead and add the yeast. The yeast packet came with this bread mix. It was actually still sitting on the top despite how long I've had it. And then I'm just going to start slowly adding in bread mix a little bit at a time. That mixed together really well. Let me scrape my sides here. Yeah, coming together pretty well so far. I'm excited at least. Now, what was interesting, and I'm gonna double check before I put it in the oven, but I didn't notice anywhere that it wanted you to let this rise. Oh, just kidding. After you put it in your bread pan, you let it rest for 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, well, while that's finishing up, and I'm gonna go ahead and this is already one of the non-stick pans, but I'm gonna go ahead and really get the corners really good at least, because I would hate to put all of this effort in and the bread tastes good, but it be stuck to the inside of this. You could also just use a cooking spray. I just don't own cooking spray. Okay, let's take this guy out of here. So it really looks just like a regular bread dough. I'm pretty impressed so far. One thing that I'm kind of curious about how this turns out is that a lot of people making bread, when I watch their videos, oh my gosh, they're, kind of molding it with their hands. This is going to go in sort of like a brownie batter. And I'll definitely try to smooth the top, but I just wonder what it's going to look like when it comes out. Come on, smooth out. There was a giant air bubble right there. Well, help, anybody? I guess that's what we're gonna let rise and put in the oven. That's as smooth as I can get it. So again, this will rest for 60 minutes. Then it goes into the oven, even if it hasn't risen, for another 60 minutes. So yeah, cool.